Right, so this is the final one. This is the Old Duck card, and I'm just going to show you how to get this effect. As you can see, it's got some reflection. I don't know if you can pick that up on the camera, but I'm going to show you how I did that. We'll have a look. Maybe you can get that. I don't know. Getting nods and maybe shakes of heads. Alright, so what I've done to prepare that is I've got my white Centura pearl, again, on the reverse side, not the pearl side. I've stamped and embossed the big, as you can see, that's a huge image, the Old Duck image. So collage, so again, it's a money saver because you don't have to buy all those separate stamps, you don't have to mask and all that kind of thing. It's all done in one hit. So stamped and embossed with the the Sheena Wow Black Glint embossing powder. And the next thing is I'm going to use some of my Derwent pencils. These happen to be the graph tint ones. Any watercolour pencils you've got will work. These ones just happen to be a little bit more muted in colour. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start. Now this is really important, this is dry card. And I've got to tell you, this is one of the cards I did on a live TV show. And the presenter, bless him, was Dean. For those of you who know who Dean is, thought I had absolutely lost the plot. He was ready to, I think they were ready with the abort button upstairs because it don't look pretty. It doesn't look too good for a bit. I mean, hello, that's not exactly looking spectacular at the minute. As you can see, and it doesn't look a hell of a lot better for quite some time. So I'm just putting little bits of colour in here. I'm using a little bit of turquoisey blue in there. Just wherever, and you'll find that where you've got the raised embossed bits, the pencil, it's hard to get the colour off anyway. But yeah, just scribbling on like that. If you've got good quality watercolour pencils, when I was saying that, you know, there's lots of them will work, I do mean lots of any good quality ones. You don't want to waste your money on rubbish watercolour pencils, or indeed any rubbish colouring pencils. They have to be good quality. Or you're going to get these horrible indentations on the page. It's going to look horrible, not looking good at all. A little bit towards the sky, let's just scribble across there. Let's do a little bit of a turquoisey colour a bit further down. What I'm going to do now is use your brush, which is, again, it's the one from the Paint Fusion set. You see me use all the time, and again, the one I use more often than not for ordinary colouring is the number 6 round brush. And if you've got good quality pencils, you'll find that when you wet them, you get a really nice, smooth finish. You don't get any hard pencil lines in there. You just get a really nice blend, and you wouldn't know if you'd use watercolour or watercolour pencils. And that's how it should be. You shouldn't have lines that you can't get rid of. I'm going to show you a quick little tip on how to avoid that. If I've got, well, we'll just edit it down, but we'll have time. Okay, right, see the water? You thought there was no colour there? What I'm doing is I'm washing straight over where the embossing powder is, because the embossing powder will just repel the colour and the water anyway, and it'll just colour where it needs to. This is quite therapeutic. It's, again, reminds me of my childhood. Those little magic colouring books. You don't know the colour's there until you wet it. And then all of a sudden you get all this gorgeous pigment bursting out there. And you can see how little I used. But look at the difference. This is what you have to not be scared of. Just go for it. Don't think that mine looked any better than yours will so far through this process. It won't have done. It would look just as horrible. You've got to just not stop halfway through. Go for it. You know, deep breath. And just, like I say, get some water on there, and then all of a sudden you'll find that all the colour that you didn't know was there is appearing now. I wanted that paler at the bottom and darker at the top, so I didn't scribble any more colour down there. I'm pleased of that, because I did want a little bit of graduation there. And remember, you can trim all this down, just extend outside of your picture so that you haven't got any messy bits to trim away. How simple is that? You would never know all that colour was on there, would you? And I just think it's effective because that's a bold image. It needs something bold to work with it. Now, to finish it off, to give it the bling, I'm going to go back in with some of either the Pearl Lilac, or I think this time I'm going to use the Pearl Blue. This is the Luminart Shimmer Mist, and it's a clear suspension with just, you can see this mica needs to be mixed in. You need to tap it, not shake it. And what you'll do is just put a nice mica finish over the whole of the picture there. So just give it a few spritz, and then we'll dry it, and then we'll have a look and see what we've got. Right, so there you have it. That's the effect. That's the combination of any watercolour pencils with the spray of the Luminar Pearl Mist over the surface. Absolutely great money saver, because basically you can make any paint, any colouring medium, a mica colouring medium with just that mist over the top. And hopefully you can pick that shine up there. And that's it. Those are the little bit different range. This is what they look like. And there you have it. And if you go to sheena.tv, you'll see all the samples for those as well.